Hi, good morning, one and all. Today we can discuss about muscle fatigue. How muscle is fatigue? It means a temporary contraction. That's why when if you go for repeated activation of skeletal muscles can leads to accumulation of lactic acid due to the anaerobical breakdown leads to fatigue. ఫర్ సపోజ్ మీరు ఎప్పుడన్నా జిమ్కి వెళ్ళారు, లేకపోతే కంటిన్యూగా వర్క్ చేసినప్పుడు మనకు చేతులు కానీ కాళ్ళు కానీ పట్టేస్తాయి. చేతులు కానీ కాళ్ళు కానీ పట్టేసినప్పుడు ఎందుకు పట్టేస్తుంది అంటే నీ యొక్క స్కెలిటన్ మజిల్స్లో లాక్టిక్ యాసిడ్ అక్యుములేషన్ జరిగినప్పుడు నీకు మజిల్ అనేది ఫ్యాటిగ్యూ జరుగుతుంది. సపోజ్ వెన్ repeated muscle contraction is takes place like this. When you repeated muscle contraction is takes place, మీకు గ్లూకోజ్ కావాలా వద్దా? ఖచ్చితంగా గ్లూకోజ్ కావాలి. అంటే నువ్వు రిపీటెడ్గా యూజ్ చేసినప్పుడు నీ గ్లూకోజ్ నువ్వు ఏం చేసుకుంటున్నావు? యూజ్ చేసుకుంటున్నావు. గ్లూకోజ్ రావాలి అంటే ఆక్సిజన్ కావాలిగా. అంటే నువ్వు ఇండైరెక్ట్గా ఆక్సిజన్ కన్జప్షన్ చేస్తున్నావు, గ్లూకోజ్ని కూడా కన్జప్షన్ చేస్తున్నావు. అంటే గ్రాడ్యువల్గా నీ బాడీలో గ్లూకోజ్ తగ్గుతుంది, ఆక్సిజన్ తగ్గుతుంది. ఇక్కడ ఆక్సిజన్ తగ్గుతుంది కాబట్టి వీ కెన్ ఇండికేట్స్ ద anaerobical one. How this lactic acid is accumulated? First point. Now we can discuss about Cori cycle, very important one. Basically Cori cycle is takes place between muscle fibers, that to skeletal muscle fibers, and that to the liver. Now first I can go for the skeletal muscle fibers. At the time of muscle contraction we need a glucose. Here before that in our body the glucose stored in the form of glycogen. Okay, now the glycogen is breaks down, that is called as a glycolysis. Lysis means breakdown. For that one we need how many ATPs? 2 ATPs. At that time this glucose is converted to the pyruvic acid. If we go for repeated muscle contraction, what will happen? This pyruvic acid is converted to the lactic acid. At that time it can be leads to fatigue. Now this lactic acid through blood circulation enter into the liver. In liver the lactic acid is converted to pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is converted to glucose. For that one need how many ATPs? 6 ATPs. Now glucose formation is takes place, that is called as a gluconeogenesis. Neo means new formation. Now this glucose immediately through blood circulation enter into the muscles. Now contraction is reduced. The remaining glucose is present. That glucose is stored in the form of glycogen. Now that is called as a glycogenesis. Like this lactic acid and glucose conversion is takes place between the liver and the muscle. That cycle is called as a Cori cycle. That's why the lactic acid is formation takes place during rapid contraction of skeletal muscles under low availability of oxygen. Why? Because if you go for the repeated muscle contraction, oxygen level is decreases. Finally it can produce water, lactic acid. The next one, some of the important points. Basically ear ossicles. In ear there are 3 parts is present. One is the external ear, another one is the middle ear, another one is the internal ear. The middle ear contains 3 teeny small bones. One is malleus, incus, stapes, miss. Malleus is a modified articular bone. Incus is a modified quadrate bone. Stapes is the modified hyomandibular bones. Now, hyoid bone is the U-shaped bone. Mandibular also is U-shaped and movable bone. And in joints, basically, yesterday I forgot to say about this joint. In synovial joint, another joint is present that is called as a saddle joint. Saddle joint is present between the carpals and metacarpals. Carpals and metacarpals. Between this, they having a joint. The joint is called as a saddle joint.